Hi everyone. Today, if you stick with me to the end of the video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create winning designs like this, do the product research, create the sticker or base graphic in artificial intelligence of your choice, and then actually come into Kittl and refine it, add your textures, and guys, Kittl is free. So no excuses. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this and where I got the inspiration for this design. If we go over to Merch Dominator, obviously a trend right now is Year of the Dragon. Lots of designs. You'll see lots and lots of dragons coming in play. However, down here, something caught my eye. We have a red panda and it's doing a traditional lion dance. It's a Lunar New Year type design. We can not only take this as inspiration, but create our own unique design and improve it. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So first things first, when I'm in Merch Dominator, this is just a brief overview of what it can do. Obviously, Merch Dominator help you grow in so many ways, and I'm going to cover a full tutorial, uncover all of the ways that you can win with this, and I'll be using a lot more in the future. However, for today's purposes, we're just going to focus on product research for this particular design. This is going to be our inspiration, and I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to actually create designs inspired by this one. So I can actually come down here and I can save this design, go over to Dall-E 3 or ChatGPT 4 or your AI generator of choice. Now, of course, at first, whenever you give it the base reference image, it may come back with a design that isn't exactly what you're looking for. You have the option to come back and tell ChatGPT, hey, please generate in a more cartoon style suitable for apparel design. I use the word kawaii because that is a search term that's used frequently with this style, and it's also just a style that will come up again and again in print on demand. If you're serious about print on demand, you'll see it many times. Now, I did say please and thank you for my prompts because when the AI overlords, take over our lives, we want to be sure that we're on the side that was actually nice to the AI. So be sure that you are nice and you say please and thank you. And so finally came up with the generation that you saw at the beginning of this video. And again, this is just the sticker. We didn't have any text in here. It can generate text. I do have videos on how you could generate text-based designs in ChatGPT. However, I've found that refining the image in Kittl is going to give you the most control and the most polished look overall. Give it a few more months and maybe the text-based designs in ChatGPT will be even better. Who knows? However, at the moment, this is the base design. This makes a great sticker for something like TeePublic, Redbubble. Definitely doesn't need text. However, we're going to try and improve it. We have generated our own unique version that is quite different from the original that we had here. What we could do is if we wanted to take this design idea and concept even farther, is we could ask ChatGPT to actually regenerate the character as a corgi instead of a red panda. So now we have an entirely different design that still caters to many different passions. Now get this, we're catering to Year of the Dragon, we're catering to corgi lovers, and finally we're catering to people who like cartoon kawaii style things. So obviously this isn't for everyone. I personally wouldn't wear this on a t-shirt. You might not wear this on a t-shirt, but someone that has a corgi and likes this cartoon style and also wants to celebrate the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, this is something that they value and maybe something that they would want to purchase. So obviously this isn't perfect. You might want to spend more time regenerating some different design styles, some different options, maybe tell it what specifically you would rather have. Maybe you don't want a helmet with no fluff. Maybe you want a really fluffy lion helmet. And so you can just come back and tell it that. Again, another concept here, the Dachshund instead of the Corgi. It just goes to show you that you can really generate very unique ideas. And is it going to be as likely to work as the Red Panda idea? Maybe not. But if you iterate and you create these designs quickly, you can test these out and see if they work. Maybe there are passionate Corgi, Year of the Dragon lovers out there. So again, maybe focus on 5 to 10 different iterations for each design idea that you have. Guys, just to show you that this is legitimate and this is really selling, 200 bought in the past month for this Red Panda Year of the Dragon Lion Dance t-shirt. And I also wanted to show you and highlight how they did their title and their bullet points. So for their title here, they are very specific and they don't repeat anything. It's Chinese New Year, Red Panda, Lion Dance, Lunar New Year 2024. There's no commas, there's no repetitions, and they pretty much used more or less the same in the brand. It looks like they maybe added in a couple extra keywords, but pretty much kept it the same in the brand. Again, no commas, nothing to separate the name out. But what I found really interesting was the bullet points, where they'd pretty much just list off different years and different people that would be maybe the recipient of the gift for this type of t-shirt. I think this is one reason why they're succeeding, is because they've done their keywords very, very well. Dragon lovers, red panda lovers, lion dance lovers, or those who love Chinese zodiac or horoscopes. Perfect for boys, girls, kids, teens, women, men, mom, dad, grandpa, grandpa. So again, you know, is someone going to come in here and actually read through this entire bullet? Probably not. So you may as well add in some keywords. And again, Merch Dominator, which is linked below, it can help you find those keywords. They do have a free search option, so you could sign up for that for free. And I'm going to be going over all of the features in that very soon. I just wanted to get this video out and created today. And so this gives you the idea kind of how much it's selling. This is directly from Amazon, 200 plus bought in the past month. So finally, what we need is a template from Kittle. Now, obviously you could use any of these templates, but some of them are going to stand out probably to your creative style a little bit more. There might be a particular style that you see on your research tab many times over and over. Doing research, you see it over and over again. Or it might just make sense. In this case, I'm going to use this template as my design. It's a template to start with, and then we're going to use our own creativity here to make it better. Delete this dragon here in the center, because I don't want to focus on dragon elements, and I want to put my own element in here. You'll notice that when we first drag it in, again, it's going to automatically upscale this to where it's not blurry and that it fits the design canvas that we're dealing with here. So it's going to upscale that image. Then you'll notice this background here from our AI generated tool. This is going to be something that we can remove with one click with Kittle. All you need to do is hit the AI background remover option here, and you'll be able to actually take off this background. You don't need to use Dall-E 3. You could use any tool to generate this. I do recommend a tool that allows you to offer a reference image. That's probably going to make it easier for you. And now you can do a lot of different things with this. First, I'm going to change the background color for us just for design purposes. I like to sell on black t-shirts and black apparel because it tends to sell the best. And so I'm going to put the background as black so we can easily see what this is going to look like. I actually like the color of the text. It matches the gold hues on the design itself very well, actually. So I'm going to leave the text color the same. But what I'm going to do is actually remove the 2024, or actually let's just shrink it. Let's just make it smaller here. We'll put it underneath, just like this. And then I'm going to move Year of the Dragon up at the top, because what I want to do is actually create an arc effect. And then we're going to need to move the rest of this down. And then if you're curious what this text says over here, this Chinese text, it says Year of the Dragon. So it literally is just a translation of this text. And then we have the year down here as well. And so if we move this down, honestly, it looks pretty good straight on like this. We might want to actually make this a bit larger, make sure that we move everything up and align everything. But since we're going to be arcing this, let's go ahead and click arc. And now you'll notice there are all different types of transformations down here. You'll see custom, distort, circle, angle, arc, rise, wave, and flag. I like the arc the most. However, obviously you can manipulate this however you want. If you wanted to make this all different kinds of waving, like a flag or something, or you wanted to make it to the shape of like a dragon, you technically could. You have complete freedom, and it's very, very easy compared to many other design tools. Now I'm gonna go back and actually erase those changes that we just made so that we can actually get back to our arc. And then if you wanted to simply change the arc curve, you can do so at the bottom here, and you can just drag the arc curve, or you can manipulate the settings up here by clicking on these circles. Now I'm going to go ahead and just drag this down a little bit, maybe make it a bit larger, and then you can use these buttons up here to actually center align your text. So make sure that that's center aligned horizontally, and then I'm going to also make sure that our red panda is also center aligned, and then I'm going to move the red panda up, and then I'm going to move up our other text just slightly, and then I'm going to move over our year closer to our red panda as well. Guys, I am not a design expert, but Kittl makes it look easy. I mean, look at the texture here. If we wanted to actually change this texture, all we would need to do is come over here, and in the bottom left, you'll see textures. They have dozens and dozens of different types of textures. Let's just go ahead and add in something that's maybe a little bit less abrasive, doesn't have quite as much texture on it. So this one here has an effect where the outer edges are darker, the inner section is actually lighter. So if we select this, I think we're going to get a better overall effect. So I like this just a little bit better. And so you can control the opacity up here in the top right. You can, obviously make this fairly noticeable. Looks good. And then I'm going to make sure that my clip content is selected. So if you're wondering why maybe your entire image has a texture instead of just your design, then you're going to want to clip the content. The clipped content is, again, just going to keep it within the confines of your actual design and within the confines of your text, and it's not going to bleed over into your background. That, again, is very easy to do in Kittl. And many other tools, it's not that easy to do. So obviously you can manipulate this in any way you wanted. Maybe you don't like the text over here. Maybe you want to delete that text and you want to make this, rotate this around and change it. Maybe you don't like tape flow and you want to change it to something completely different. You have complete creative freedom over what you're actually doing here inside of Kittl, and it really cuts down the time that it takes to have a finished, polished design. I don't recommend overcomplicating anything. I recommend keeping it simple, creating a design that's good enough. It doesn't need to be the greatest design ever made, but good enough to meet the demands or more of the design that we saw trending in our research, which was this design here, which is just absolutely blowing up right now. And so guys, I hope you feel more confident in going and doing this yourself. Obviously, again, it's not just red pandas and Chinese New Year. You can do this with any concept. You can do this with any animals. You can do this with any passions that people have, any events that are upcoming. I sincerely hope you got value from this. Kittl is linked below. Be sure to grab that. It is free to grab Kittl. Merch Dominator is free below. It's free to grab that. If you're interested in one-on-one consulting and coaching, I can help you with anything that you need help with. Book below on my calendar. Join the free Facebook group. If you're not already in there, there's free stuff being launched in the free Facebook group all the time. Hope you have an amazing day. Create something awesome. I'll see you in the next video.